And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Roethlisberger.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Now Ben on third and long. And this is good. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Peterson alone in the backfield. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. 7 yards remaining here on third down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down now after the pass completion. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one,
and my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Kelsey out in the slot right. On third down, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.